A cleft sentence is a sentence that has been split into two parts in order to emphasize or highlight a particular element. It cleft sentences. It plus be. Plus emphasized element. Plus who or that. Plus remaining part of the sentence. Examples. It was John who finished the project on time. It's the concert that I'm looking forward to. Cleft sentences are used to provide emphasis on a specific part of the sentence, often to clarify information or to draw attention to a certain aspect. WH cleft sentences. WH word, what, where, when, who, why. Plus be. Plus emphasized element. Plus rest of the sentence. Examples. What she needs is a good night's sleep. Who he invited to the party was his manager. Focusing adverbial clefts. Adverbial phrase. Plus be. Plus emphasized element. Plus rest of the sentence. Examples. At the park is where I saw him yesterday. In the afternoon is when we usually have our meetings. Cleft with it plus infinitive clause. It plus be. Plus time or reason. Plus for. Plus someone. Plus to infinitive clause. Examples. It's time for us to make a decision. It's no use for him to complain now. More examples. It was her determination that drove her to succeed. It's the blue shirt that complements his eyes. It was the movie theater that she suggested for the outing. It's his laptop that he uses for coding. It was the new recipe that made the dish taste amazing. It's the teamwork that led to our victory. It was the rain that delayed the outdoor event. It's the small details that make this painting unique. It was the book club that she joined for socializing. It's the gym that I go to for my workouts. What I need is a good night's sleep. Where he went after the party is a mystery. When she started singing surprised everyone. Who I saw at the store was my old friend. Why he chose that path is still unknown. What I look forward to is our family gatherings. Where they met for the first time was at the park. When he decided to quit, shocked everyone. Who she invited to the event was her neighbor. Why he was absent from work is a concern. In the park is where they have picnics. On the top shelf is where I keep my favorite books. At the theater is where they're showing the new movie. In the distance is where the mountains stand tall. At the party is where we celebrated his promotion. In the morning is when I feel most productive. On the beach is where they built sandcastles. At the front of the line is where I waited. In the evening is when we usually watch movies. On the top floor is where their office is located. It's time for her to pursue her passion. It's no use for him to deny the truth. It's my turn to take the lead. It's essential for them to communicate effectively. It's important for her to stay focused. It's a pleasure for us to meet new colleagues. It's a great opportunity for them to showcase their talents. It's difficult for him to accept defeat. It's a challenge for her to balance work and family. It's a good idea for us to brainstorm creative solutions. It's time for us to make a decision. It's no use for him to complain now. It's my turn to take the initiative. It's essential for them to collaborate efficiently. It's important for her to learn from her mistakes. It's a pleasure for us to host the event. It's a great opportunity for them to travel abroad. It's difficult for him to admit his limitations. It's a challenge for her to overcome her fears. It's a good idea for us to plan ahead. It's time for him to move forward. It's no use for her to dwell on the past. It's my turn to present my findings. It's essential for them to complete the project. It's important for her to prioritize self-care. It's a pleasure for us to share our knowledge. It's a great opportunity for them to collaborate. It's difficult for him to express his emotions. It's a challenge for her to manage her time. It's a good idea for us to explore new avenues. It's time for them to embrace change. It's no use for us to worry excessively. It's my turn to propose a solution. It's essential for her to acquire new skills. It's important for him to maintain work-life balance. It's a pleasure for us to connect with old friends. It's a great opportunity for her to shine. It's difficult for them to adapt to new circumstances. It's a challenge for him to break old habits. It's a good idea for her to seek advice. It's time for them to take the lead. It's no use for us to dwell on the past. It's my turn to contribute to the discussion. It's essential for her to complete the training. It's important for him to foster teamwork. It's a pleasure for us to celebrate achievements. It's a great opportunity for her to showcase her talents. It's difficult for them to meet tight deadlines. It's a challenge for him to adapt to change. It's a good idea for her to explore new horizons. It's time for us to evaluate the results. It's no use for them to argue further. It's my turn to share my perspective. It's essential for her to attend the workshop. It's important for him to maintain a positive attitude. It's a pleasure for us to support each other. It's a great opportunity for them to learn new skills. It's difficult for her to juggle multiple tasks. It's a challenge for them to overcome obstacles. It's a good idea for him to seek guidance. It's time for us to plan the next steps. It's no use for them to dwell on the past. It's my turn to offer assistance. It's essential for her to improve her communication. It's important for him to foster a collaborative environment. It's a pleasure for us to celebrate milestones. It's a great opportunity for her to network. It's difficult for them to manage conflicting priorities. It's a challenge for him to adapt to new technologies. It's a good idea for her to present her ideas.